Hi everyone. This time is the last time of this today's lecture. So thanks for your attention, and this time will be great helpful to you, especially the checking about the 22 immutable law of marketing, the main textbook. Okay, let's get started. We are uh, we are going to run about the today law 11 and law 12, the law of perspective and the law of the line extension. So let's move on to the law 11, the law of perspective. Okay, today we begin with law 11, the law of perspective. Marketing effects uh, effects take place over an extended period of time. So this law of perspective is marketing effects take place over an extended period of time. This law challenges one of the most dangerous assumptions in marketing. If it work today, it will work tomorrow. So this is uh, a dangerous assumption in marketing. So key idea is short-term results is not the same the long-term success. So if we have a short-term results and short-term success, uh, it makes also the long-term success. So the law of perspective is uh, it, focus on the long-term success. The law of perspective is in the 22 immutable law of marketing states that marketing effects take place over an extended period, and short-term results are often the opposite of long-term effect. So immediate tactics like deep discount, price discounts may strike sale now, strike sale and the sales is growing up, but hurt a brand equity long term, requiring a focus on enduring brand building rather than temporary boost. So uh, law of perspective states that the, mm, the marketing strategies need to have a long term period. Um, let's move into the next page. The key principles of the law of perspective. The law of perspective is key principle is first the short-term gain, long-term pain. Uh, so many strategies increases sales immediately, but damage brand equity over time. So short-term strategy have uh, some gain, but in long-term period, it will be a painful success. So uh, many countries and many brands have to focus on the long-term strategies rather than the short-term strategies. And the second is the long-term brand building versus short-term sales. Two different two different goals. The long-term brand buildings goal is uh, brand marketing, but short-term sales goal is the uh, only growing the sales revenue. So two different goals. The first is performance marketing. performance marketing is focused on the short term period, and the brand marketing focus on the long term marketing. So IMC must balance both. So companies has to balance this long term long term strategies and short term strategies. And third is the consumer memory matters. So many consumers only remember the short term memories. So brands are built in the mind over time. So uh, many companies focus on the short term memories, but they have to long term strategy for consumers memory. Okay, next, the law of perspective core marketing insight is the marketing is not about immediate transaction. It is about shaping perception over time. The the most the most words in this sentence is over time. So long term, long term long-term strategies will be helpful rather than the short-term strategies. So marketing is not about immediate transaction. It's about shaping perception over time. And so discount promotions, so increase short-term sales, but train consumers to wait for discounts. So consumers only wait the uh, a price discount period. So this destroys the pricing power. So many consumers and many customers will think about the this price is not is not the sale is not a real price. So many consumers think think the discount price is the real. So this discount promotion might be very dangerous for long term business. Okay, let's take a look at the book case study. In the book of the immutable marketing, the law of immutable marketing. Uh, the book discusses price promotion. Uh, uh, for example, the logic, the coupon will have a temporary boost, but long term period, it has a lower perceived value and reduces brand loyalty. So this creates a vicious cycle. So companies company provide uh, coupon and discount price discount to customers, uh, then the consumers and customer buy this brand and this product, but so the sales avenue and the sales is going up, but in long term period in but in long term period and long term perspective, uh, lower perceived value and reduce brand loyalty, so it makes a vicious cycle. So sales price discounts is very dangerous for companies in long term period. Okay, let's move into the modern case studies. The modern case study of law of perspective is the first company is Amazon. Amazon's long-term strategy is customer obsession. So they have very detailed strategy for customer centers, and short-term losses tolerated. So in short term, losses tolerated, but Amazon will dominate over decades. So Amazon is the number one company in online in online market in US. They have a dominance positioning in over decades. So Amazon's strategy is very good uh, in the law of perspective. And the second company is Tesla. Tesla's Tesla has a minimal advertising. Uh, as we as we studied before, the Tesla uh, doesn't have TV advertisement and yeah, and regular medias. They focus on the SNS marketing and SNS advertisement. So focus on long term brand perception. So they will have a premium position in maintenance and in EV EV market and the whole car industry. So they also have a dominance position in car industry in US and in Korea. I think in Indonesia, the Tesla is the number one EV electronic vehicle company in Indonesia and in the world. So this strategies that focus on the long term brand perception is is very powerful and strength. And third company is Zara. Zara. Zara is a spa brand, fast fashion company, but Zara has a limited promotions. But as in the Uniqlo uh, and the H&M has has a lot of promotion and sales promotion, but Jara has a limited promotion, and so Jara has a fast fashion concept plus and perceives exclusivity. So Jara uh, will have dominance in lower spot brands, so maintains demand without heavy discounting. So uh, Jara, uh, Jara in Jara without heavy discounting, they have uh, they have uh, high positioning in spot brands in uh, other brands. And fourth is Coupang. Coupang is Korea a roasted company and Korea online market company. They have uh, they have had a heavy early investment, so they have invest a lot of money in in early uh, in early online market, but in long term period the online ecosystem strategies is ready. The Coupang's sales revenue is going up very rapidly, and profit and also the profit of Coupang is going up very uh, fast. So Coupang is also dominant company, the number one company in Korea, and the Coupang in the is in uh, Coupang stock is in the U.S. So Coupang is exactly the U.S. company, but they are business in Korea. So Coupang builds logistic advantage in Korea, and so Coupang is extended the other countries also. So Taiwan and Japan. So in other countries, Coupang also have a same strategy in marketing and strategy in business. So Coupang is a very powerful company in over the world. Lastly, the insight. The finer inside of the law of perspective is the short-term tactics can destroy long-term strategy. This is a very important sentence in our class. So a great marketer think in year, not week. We have to focus. We have to focus in the long term business strategy, not short term businesses, not short term businesses, not short term business strategies. So please remember this sentence. Short term tactics can destroy long term strategies. Okay, let's move on to the next 12 law, the law of line extension. The law of line extension uh, is states that there is irresistible pressure. There is irresistible pressure to extend the equity of the brand. So many countries think about this. So many companies try to add more products and enter more categories and use the same brand name, but this often leads to failure because they will make a customer confusion. So if they have a success in one category and when one products, but many companies want to extend uh, their successful product and successful plan. But this often leads to failures. So this is a law of line extension. The law of line extension also said that there is irresistible pressure to take a successful brand name and apply it to new product and new categories, but this almost always fail because a diluting brand equity and confusing consumers. So it make a confusing customers. Trying to be all things to all people reduces long term profit, despite potential short term gain. So the law of line extension is also similar to the line of perspective. The key principles of the law is the three things. The first is focus is power. The focus and the narrow category and the narrow strategy is powerful. The strong brand has a narrow focus, so we have to focus very narrowly and detail. The, the next is confusion kills brand. Too many products is unclear positioning. So if they have a successful in one category and in one product, they uh, they want to extend their successful brand name or successful products. But so too many products has unclear positioning. So it's just like this unclear positioning makes the confusion for consumers. And next third is the more is not better. Expanding product line, Wixen brand identity and brand power and brand loyalty. So expanding product line is is not a good strategy in marketing. Next, we move into the key aspect of the law of law extension, the definition. As we already saw, but definition is applying a brand name from a successful product to a new product. This often within a different category. So definition is like this, and problem is the more products, the more market, and the more alliance company market, the less money it makes. So the more and the bigger and it's not a good choice for company and for brand. And next is why it failed. So the reason of the failed extension is it confused the consumer about what the brand stands for, eroding the core brand identity. So please remember this reason to fail. It confuses the consumers about what the brand stands for. So next example of failure is the new Coke was a failure because the this original is not the original Coke. This is new Coke uh, launches in 1985 was failure because it tried to replace the original while Heinz baby food failed original, and while Hell's baby food failed because the brand was too strongly associated with ketchup. The, uh, Heinz is very famous for in ketchup category, but uh, uh, baby food is not applied in their brand power. And last is the successful uh, alternative. So instead of extending companies should create a new brand for a new product, just as Honda created Acura for the luxury market, rather than selling luxury cars as Hondas. And it is also it has a similar example. The Toyota created the Lexus for the luxury market rather than selling luxury cars as Toyota. So these Japanese car companies had make a new brand for luxury car industry. So it also it has a successful uh, it ha- it is a successful brand in luxury car brand. Next, core marketing side is the more you expand the brand, the weaker it becomes. So marketing is about owning one idea. So bookcases is uh, uh, a strong product dominates one category, and the company extends into multiple variations. So their research was a leadership position. Lastly, uh, modern cases study uh, in the law of line extension. The first company, Google. Google is successful search focused search engine, but failed attempt the Google Plus and multiple messaging apps. So overextension make confusion. And third company is Samsung. Samsung has massive product line. So the strength of Samsung is a scale, but weakness is the branding illusion risk. So Samsung uh, also have uh, also have extended a temptation uh, for their marketing strategy. And next is Amra Pacific. Amra Pacific is a Korean a beauty company. They have a lot of brand, so multi-brand strategies instead of line extension. So they have a lot of brand is the Amre Pacific and Sorasu and Innisfree and Aspua, and like they have almost a 20 brand in one company. So a smart alternative, this is a smart alternative approaches. And Glossier is a U.S. beauty company. Uh, they focus on minimum product line, and so they get a strong identity. So focus-driven success. This is the example for focus-driven success. Okay, let's summarize this class. We have run about uh, the the law 11 and 12. The law 11 is the law of perspective. This is think about long-term strategies, and 12 law is life extension. The life extension is stay focused and uh, stay narrow. So a combined insight is sustainable brands are built by long-term thinking plus and focused positioning. Okay, um, let's wrap up here today, and thank you for your attending, and uh, your uh, thank you for your attending. And next week we will have a midterm exam, uh, but we have no midterm exam. Please remember the assignment for uh, midterm exam. So please check the deadline for assignment, and please upload your assignment uh, in period. Okay. Thank you for your attending, and today's class is over, and see you next class. Bye.